Alright guys, it's your boy CarolinaChris26 back at you again with another one of my cooking videos. Hey guys, I gotta eat. You know what I mean? We all gotta eat. I'm hungry. Are you hungry? We're gonna cook homemade meatloaf tonight. Yeah, I had a friend of mine, I was at her house earlier and she was cooking the frozen Stouffer's meatloaf, and I was like, I like frozen foods, you know, cooked and shit, stuff here and there. But it really got me thinking. I'm hungry and I want some meatloaf. I want to make my own meatloaf. So I'm going to make a small, personal size meatloaf because it's just me eating. And I'm going to do homemade mashed potatoes. You know, you've seen me do my style mashed potatoes before. I'm going to do those as well. So guys, you ready? Let's do it. I already got the hamburger meat thawed out. Used in my conventional air oven from my Uncle Chucky. Got my little mixing bowl. I love using that mixing bowl. And I'm going to dump the hamburger meat in here. And I got my veggies that I'm going to mix in here. I got my egg, one egg, some bell pepper, onion. I'm going to toast the bread. I'm going to crunch up the breadcrumbs and put them in here and mix with my hamburger meat from my meatloaf. Last little bit of bread I got. I swear it's getting tight these days, man. Oh, also guys, don't forget to wash your hands thoroughly before you cook this. You know what I mean? Even though I'm the only one that's going to be eating it, you never know what kind of biological stuff you can catch these days. Not just corona. Alright, got my hamburger meat. Now I'm going to go ahead and season my hamburger meat with my favorite, Mrs. Dash. Got some Lowry's. Got that from my Uncle Chucky as well. A little shout out to Obey. I like Obey. And mustard. Mustard. I mean pepper. A little bit of garlic powder too. That Obey in there. Obey I find is just about good with just about anything. I know in Baltimore they used to use it with a lot of seafood. But it's good with just about everything. Alright. That Lowry's doesn't come out just a little bit comes out at a time with this container, but yeah, my uncle hooked me up with a lot of this seasoning, which is pretty cool, you know. Chopping board. I'll go ahead and cook up my bell pepper. Yeah, I like to do bell pepper in my spaghetti, you know. Fresh subs, you know, sandwiches, a little bit of bell pepper on them. You cut them up in fine pieces if you want, you know, it's totally up to you. It's a dealer's choice, man. You know how I am about this stuff. Just like I say with seasoning, it's all up to what you like. But at the end of the day, the hamburger, the meatloaf is gonna come out as it's gonna come out. You know, as long as you put them basic ingredients like some crackers, bread, breadcrumbs, you know, and an egg. I think as long as you put those in, it should come out basically around the same. Alright, that's about, yeah, Ziploc bags, man. I like to keep Ziploc bags because sometimes I don't use a whole onion or like that whole bell pepper. Alright, got my onion. I love those purple onions, man. I like to use those a lot for some reason. You know, purple onions, they're pretty, I don't know what it is about them, man. I like them more than I do the white or the yellow onions. I don't think it's really gonna matter much. Probably won't need all this onion I cut. So, you know, a little bit. I don't think you need to go nuts with the onion and the bell pepper in your, not a personal size meatloaf. If I was doing one for like a couple people, you know, I'd use more hamburger meat, so obviously I'd use more vegetables. Bag, put away my rest of my little onion there. Alright, we'll dump our egg in here. Personal thing, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this stuff stirred in. Eventually you're gonna have to stick your hands in there, so I'm gonna break my little bit of bread up. I want to crumble the bread into your meatloaf. And this will be the container I'll be making my meatloaf in. I mean, you can make your meatloaf in any kind of container if you want. I mean, I can make one in one of them cake pans if I felt like it. Alright. Got my other piece of bread. Bread's nice and hot, so. Alright. Woo. Need somebody make it. Crumble that bread up. Alright, see? Pretty much I got one more piece of bread and I'm cooking. But go ahead and mix this up together. While the mix this up real nice. That big old thing of hamburger meat. Wicked, ain't it? We've got it mixed up good enough. And we're going to dump it in the pan I'm going to cook it in. Alright, so we got our ham in our little pan that I use. I like to use this pan. I've been using it for a minute. And kind of want to pack it down into the pan so it fits the pan. Whatever pan you're using, I'm using a square. When you know, if I was doing a bigger one, obviously I'd be using a bigger pan, but there you go, see? Pack down in there. Now when it cooks, it's going to shrink a little bit, but that's to be expected. You know, hamburger meat's going to cook. Alright, set our oven to bake. Quick start. The oven is heating up. We got our personal size meatloaf. We're going to put it in the oven. We're going to let that sucker cook. And while that's cooking, we'll get our mashed potatoes prepared. Alright, got us a couple of potatoes. Again, we're only doing a personal amount, so don't need to cook a lot. I want to make sure I got enough mashed potatoes to eat, like if I want to make me a plate later on tomorrow or later on tonight or whatever. Make sure I got enough mashed potatoes to go with my my meatloaf. You're gonna cut these into cubes. Alright. Boom. And boom. Cut that in half. That's how I cut mine. Cut down the line of it. That line. Cut like some semi-thick pieces, you know what I mean? About that thick if possible. Or thicker, it don't matter, because once it gets soft enough to blend up, you're going to blend it up anyway. Alright. Okay. Alright. See. Cut them up little cubes. My meatloaf, I told her I like to add mayonnaise. She said, "Oh, I love mayonnaise. It's gotta be Duke's." I was like, man, I thought I was the only person that puts mayonnaise in their mashed potatoes, you know? I don't even know where I got it from. Somebody gave me some one time and told me that's what they put in, and I was like, shoot, I want some of that. Salt in there with your mashed potatoes while they're cooking. Yeah. I think the starch kind of cooks, the salt cooks off the starch in the potatoes. I think my mama told me that. I know a lot of people probably don't put no salt and pepper in. My second side item tonight with my meatloaf, I will be making, yep, corn on the cob. Gotta peel this off the shuck. See, I'd love to have, if I had me some aluminum foil right now, I'll tell you what I'd do. I'd wrap this in some aluminum foil, put it in the oven, put some butter inside the aluminum foil, let that bake with that butter in there. Oh man. Nice little ear of corn. Take that, cut it in half, put it in the water. Another ear. Cut that in half. Boom, boom, boom. Probably could have left that as a whole corn on the cob. That's too late. It don't matter because I'm hungry and it's going to be good. So we got our potatoes boiling, our corn boiling. We got our meatloaf in the oven. Y'all can make homemade biscuits. This is all I'm trying to say there, cousin. I'll be back here in a shortly. I'm gonna put a little bit of butter in there in your mashed potatoes while they're boiling. Gives them a good little buttery taste, you know, when they get done. Obviously, you're gonna add butter and some milk in there. Seems like a lot of butter, but I'm gonna drain these out when I dump that water out. So. Get that butter going and melting there too. Alright guys, we got butter in our corn and we got butter in our mashed potatoes. Just let that stuff boil, man. Let it boil, get nice and done. Hopefully all this will be done at the same time the meatloaf is done. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and drain the potatoes because they are done. Put the pot back up there. Got a half a cup. And my favorite, that's right, Duke's mayo. Alright. That's good mashed potatoes, man. Just gotta let it sit on that pot a little bit more. Alright. This is the added touch. This is what you put the ketchup on. Put the ketchup on at the end, let it sit in that oven, finish cooking. I'm gonna do some cooking in this little oven. Gotta clean the inside of it when I get a chance. On the cob. Alright. Blend it up. See the little peelings in there, the potato peelings. Yeah, that's the best part. Add the mayonnaise. Nice thick mashed potatoes. Alright guys, my meatloaf is done, my mashed potatoes is done, and my corn on the cob is done, you know, so let's cut into this meatloaf. You know, cut this into layers, make sure the inside of it's been cooked properly. Oh yeah, it's been cooked nice. Good, cut them into slices. That way when you get ready to eat, you just go ahead and pull you out a slice. You want to eat your meatloaf sandwich? There you go. Go ahead and make us a plate real quick. I'm gonna pull out a slice of this right here. Boom. What I'm talking about, man. Put some mashed potatoes on the plate. A piece of corn here. Mix around in that butter a little bit. Alright guys, there you go. Meatloaf, homemade mashed potatoes, and alright guys, I'm about to sit down and eat. This stuff looks amazing, so amen. Alright, try it out. Potatoes are on point. Check. Meatloaf I know is good. I already tried a piece. Mix it with a little bit of potato on it. So good. So good. Guys, this is your boy CarolinaChris26, and dinner's done. Pull up a seat. Let's eat. Take care. Peace.